They won't last 60,000 miles. Welcome back, car enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into the top 5 cars you should avoid at all costs. These vehicles won't last 60,000 miles and will bleed you dry. We're talking about cars that look great on paper, maybe even fun to drive for a hot minute, but underneath those shiny exteriors lurk ticking time bombs of expensive repairs just waiting to detonate. Listen, I understand the allure of a stylish ride, but trust me, the initial excitement will quickly fade when you're constantly shelling out cash for repairs. We're talking transmission failures, engine problems, electrical gremlins, the works. These aren't minor inconveniences. We're talking about issues that can leave you stranded on the side of the road, or worse, facing a repair bill that's more than the car is worth. So if you're in the market for a used car, buckle up and get ready to take notes. Today I'm sharing my expertise on the top 5 cars you absolutely need to avoid if you want to keep your wallet happy and your sanity intact. Let's get started. Kicking off our list at number 5 is the Fiat 500. Now, I get it, this little Italian hatchback has a certain charm. It's cute, it's quirky, it's like a fashion accessory on wheels. But don't let its adorable looks fool you, because beneath that stylish exterior lies a world of potential mechanical mayhem. The Fiat 500 is notorious for its reliability issues, and I'm not talking about minor hiccups here. Owners have reported everything from transmission failures to electrical gremlins, often well before the 60,000-mile mark. Imagine this. You're cruising down the highway, wind in your hair, Italian opera blasting on the radio, when suddenly, bam! Your transmission decides to call it quits. Not exactly the Dolce Vita you were hoping for, right? And here's the kicker. Fiat parts aren't exactly known for their affordability, so not only are you more likely to experience problems with this car, but those problems are going to cost you a pretty penny to fix. We're talking repair bills that could easily exceed the car's value, especially as it racks up the miles. Look, I appreciate a unique car as much as the next person, but there's a fine line between quirky and downright unreliable. The Fiat 500, unfortunately, falls squarely into the latter category. Do yourself a favor and steer clear of this money pit on wheels. Remember, folks, owning a car should be enjoyable, not a constant source of stress and financial drain. There are plenty of other stylish and fun-to-drive cars out there that won't leave you stranded on the side of the road with a hefty repair bill. Don't fall victim to the Fiat 500's superficial charm. Coming in at number 4 on our list of cars to avoid is none other than the Jeep Renegade. Now, I know what you're thinking. Doug, it's a Jeep. It's rugged, it's capable, it can handle anything. Well, in theory, maybe. But in reality, the Renegade has a reputation for being about as reliable as a screen door on a submarine. Don't let that 7-slot grille and off-road inspired styling fool you. This compact SUV has been plagued with mechanical issues, earning it a less-than-stellar reliability record. We're talking transmission problems, engine issues, electrical gremlins, you name it, the Renegade has probably experienced it. And the worst part, these issues often start cropping up well before that 60,000-mile mark. Imagine this, you're out there conquering the urban jungle, or at least trying to navigate a crowded parking lot, when suddenly your Renegade decides to throw a mechanical tantrum. Not exactly the adventurous spirit Jeep is known for, right? Look, I get the appeal of a compact SUV. They're practical, they offer a commanding view of the road, and they can handle light off-roading. But when it comes to the Renegade, those positives are quickly overshadowed by its potential for reliability nightmares. Do yourself a favor and opt for a more dependable option in the segment. There are plenty of other compact SUVs out there that offer the same practicality and rugged styling without the constant threat of an expensive trip to the mechanic. Chapter 3, Mini Cooper, more Mini, more problems. At number 3, we have the Mini Cooper, a car that's synonymous with British charm, go-kart-like handling, and unfortunately a laundry list of potential problems. Look, I appreciate a car with character as much as the next guy, but the Mini Cooper's charm quickly fades when you're constantly dealing with mechanical headaches. Let's talk about those infamous Mini Cooper transmissions, shall we? They've been known to be about as reliable as a chocolate teapot, with issues ranging from rough shifting to complete failure. Imagine this, you're zipping around corners enjoying the Mini's legendary handling when suddenly, bam, your transmission decides to take an unscheduled break. But wait, there's more. The Mini Cooper has also been known to experience a whole host of other problems, from electrical gremlins to cooling system failures. And let's not forget about those expensive repairs. Mini Coopers are notorious for their pricey parts and labor costs, so be prepared to shell out some serious cash if something goes wrong. Now, I understand the allure of a Mini Cooper. They're stylish, they're fun to drive, and they have a certain undeniable coolness factor. But trust me, the novelty wears off quickly when you're constantly facing reliability issues and expensive repair bills. Do yourself a favor and choose a more dependable option that won't leave you stranded on the side of the road with a broken heart and an empty wallet. Remember, folks, owning a car should be a joy, not a constant source of stress and financial burden. There are plenty of other stylish and fun-to-drive cars out there that won't require you to take out a second mortgage just to keep them running. Chapter 4, Ford Focus. Don't get focused on this lemon. Coming in at number 2 on our list of cars to avoid is the Ford Focus, particularly the older models. Now, I know what you're thinking. Doug, the Ford Focus, that's a popular car, it's everywhere. And you're right, it is a common sight on the roads, but don't let its ubiquity fool you, because this compact car, especially in its earlier iterations, has been plagued by transmission problems that are about as predictable as the sunrise. We're talking about the Ford Focus's infamous dual-clutch automatic transmission, also known as the power shift transmission. This transmission has been the subject of countless complaints, lawsuits, and even government investigations due to its jerky shifting, shuddering, slipping, and, in some cases, complete failure. Imagine this. You're just trying to get from point A to point B, maybe running some errands or commuting to work, when suddenly your Focus's transmission decides to turn your smooth drive into a buckaroo rodeo. Not exactly the smooth sailing you were hoping for, right? And here's the kicker. Fixing these transmission problems can be incredibly expensive, often costing thousands of dollars. In some cases, the repair costs can even exceed the value of the car itself, especially as it racks up the miles. Talk about a financial nightmare. Look, I understand the appeal of a Ford Focus. It's affordable, it's fuel efficient, and it's generally practical. But when it comes to the older models with the power shift transmission, those positives are far outweighed by the potential for transmission troubles that can turn your driving experience into a costly and frustrating ordeal. Chapter 5. Chevrolet Cruze, cruising for a bruising. Your wallet, that is. And finally, the number 1 car you should absolutely avoid if you want to keep your hard-earned money out of the mechanic's hands is the Chevrolet Cruze. Now, I know what you're thinking. Doug, the Chevy Cruze? Really? It's a Chevy. They're supposed to be reliable, affordable cars. Well, my friends, the Cruze is here to defy those expectations. This compact car has been plagued by a whole host of problems, from engine issues to electrical gremlins that can turn your ownership experience into a financial nightmare. Let's start with the engine, shall we? The Chevy Cruze has been known to experience a variety of engine problems, including excessive oil consumption, timing chain issues, and even complete engine failure. Imagine this. You're driving down the road, minding your own business, when suddenly your Cruze's engine decides to go kaput. Not exactly the smooth sailing you were hoping for, right? But wait, there's more. The Cruze has also been known to experience a variety of electrical problems, from faulty sensors to complete electrical system failures. And let's not forget about those pesky transmission issues, which can range from rough shifting to complete transmission failure. Look, I get it. The Chevy Cruze is affordable, it's fuel efficient, and it's generally practical. But when you factor in the high potential for costly repairs, those positives quickly fade away. Chapter 6. Don't get burned. Choose wisely, drive happy. So there you have it, folks. Steer clear of these money pits and save yourself the headache. Remember, buying a used car should be an exciting experience, not a gamble with your hard-earned cash. Do your research, get a pre-purchase inspection from a trusted mechanic, and choose a car that's going to bring you joy, not endless repair bills. There are plenty of other reliable and enjoyable cars out there that won't leave you stranded on the side of the road with a broken heart and an empty wallet. Trust me, your future self will thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more car advice and reviews. Drive safe, everyone.